Hello, and welcome to Uncle Monster Presents Chuds, Grifters, and Freaks. We're your hosts. My name is Chris Anderson, but if you host a podcast with me, you can call me Shibble.
And I'm Ethan Soreski. And clean your room, Elliot Page.
Clean your room, Elliot Page.
Do it.
Ethan, you've brought us a new Chud, Grifter, or Freak. You want to set this clip up for me?
Oh, yes. I'm not going to give away too much, but we have a new Speaker of the House. His name is Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
Wait, is that like a Bart Simpson? Is Mike Johnson here and everyone laughs at the bar? I didn't realize that. So Mike Johnson. Huh?
Yeah, no, that works. That would play.
Like Astley's. I'm trying to think of another one. Okay, so you can edit this. We have Mike Johnson, the new Speaker of the House, who is incredibly religious.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a theocrat, and he's come and he's solved something that we've all been looking for a solution to, which is how do we monitor each other's, our own, and our family's porn usage?
All right, well, let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And today, these tools are given to us to assist parents and to all of us so that we can win this battle. But one of the best things is what we're going to talk about in just a moment is covenant eyes.
Now, when I hear a guy with this specific accent, and I hate to say this about people's American accents. When I hear a guy with that accent talk about some sort of battle, I'm out.
It couldn't be a good battle.
No, I have a strong suspicion that this guy and I are going to be on opposite sides of most battles.
Of any battle. I agree.
And you've personally had some personal experience with covenant eyes within your home. And so why is that such an effective tool? Why do parents need to put this into their home?
Yeah, that's great question.
That is a great question.
Yeah, that is.
Why do you care if your child's jacking off? Why is that a problem for you?
Why do you want him to know that you are, is my question.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you want to go tit for tat, for me, this is a losing battle. Both because I don't want to know when my kid is jerking off. Because I'm going to be honest, my kid would probably be jerking off a lot. Kids tend to at a certain age.
Oh, God, yes.
I don't want. Can you imagine if we were a kid and anytime we jacked off, like your dad's pager would go off?
Ethan?
That'd be terrible.
Why are you looking at stepmothers? That's just bizarre. Yeah, it would be really embarrassing, I think.
Yes.
So the software they're talking about is called Covenant Eyes, if you didn't pick that up, and we're going to learn more about how Mike Johnson uses it.
We're going to talk about in just a moment is covenant eyes. And you've personally had some personal experience with covenant eyes within your home.
Look at Mike Johnson's posture. Is he embarrassed to be there? He doesn't look happy.
I think he's embarrassed in general. I don't think he's so happy with himself.
You can't be in a good place when you're talking about the jack-off software that you use.
Honey, I got us some jack-off software for the kids.
No, it's no. The way when I put it like that, it sounds bad.
Yeah, honey, I meant it's no jacking off software.
This way, I'll know whenever our son is jacking off. Doesn't that sound great?
Henry, what are you doing, Henry?
And so why is that such an effective tool? Why do parents need to put this into their home?
Yeah, that's great question. We probably could have called this more appropriately a war on the darkness of technology, because there are some good things with technology, of course. I mean,
Yeah, there's some good things with technology, like knowing when your son is jacking off.
He said there are some good things about technology, right?
Yeah, right. Am I right? Am I right, Brown?
I consider porn one of the good things about technology.
He considers knowing when your son is looking at porn to be good technology.
What do you think he's more interested in? That at the moment he's engaging in that act, or is he more interested in what he's watching?
I think it's more like this is obviously to show that you're not looking at pornography at all, right? Like if you're gonna go looking at pornography, your dad's gonna find out, and you're gonna have to think about that every time you look at your fucking phone. So you have to be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go buy a fucking Playboy. I don't know. I'll be fucking fine. You know, I'll go to that shitty store on the far side of town. I'll pick up a couple DVDs, and they'll last me for a little while. It's fucking fine. This is what he wants me to be. He just wants me to be an old school. Maybe he's just one of those guys that believes in physical media.
I didn't realize that's what it was. He's tired of the digital. He's
like, don't you see? You won't be able to control your access to it. You need to have physical copies.
He's like a gold.
I like to buy 2 copies of every pornography so I can get one slabbed and one I can enjoy.
Do you think he has a collection of pornography?
I think it's all graded. He's got nothing below a 9.2.
The Bible apps we all love. We broadcast our services, on our social media, and there's some very positive things, but there's also, as Clint's pointed out aptly, some really dark things. So Covenant Eyes is the software.
Not bad things, he says, dark things. And the implication and the connotation is that this is a religious war somehow, I think.
No, this is not just a question of like good for you or bad for you. This is evil in and of itself. This is an abstract negativity.
This is facing down Satan.
Yes, this Covenant Eyes is going to make sure that your soul is pure because you haven't jacked off. And if you haven't jacked off, the devil can't get you.
When you get to heaven and St. Peter starts looking at what you've done in life, do you think he cares that you've been jerking off? Or
I think he'll be like, well, on February 11th, jack off. February 12th.
Like, how do you know that, St. Peter? He'll be like, I have covenant eyes.
No, I know. February 13th, jacked off.
To what?
February 14th, Valentine's Day, jacked off.
Oh, that's
a
sad.
shame.
Yeah.
February 15th. And he's going to have a long row.
I could just see him going to his son and be like, what is squashing? What is pegging? You know?
Can you tell me a little bit more about cake farts?
I mean, the Bible apps we all love. We
all love Bible apps.
Oh, Bible apps.
And does he mean just a Bible?
He means
like an ebook of the Bible.
Yeah.
Do you need? Are the apps more complicated than just an ebook of the Bible? Why would you need an app for that?
How about just the book, the Bible? You can't turn the fucking pages?
Well, hey, you're already carrying your phone. I get it. You don't want to carry 2 things.
You're also carrying your guilt from jacking off and having your son see it on Covenant Eyes.
Yeah, Dad, you slipped up again.
I did, son.
Thank you for talking to me about it. I'm glad you're holding me accountable.
It was gilfs.
And you know what? This also reminds you, are you familiar with the gooning community?
I've heard, isn't that masturbation, gooning?
Gooning is like extreme tantric masturbation, but with no spirituality. Just
edging.
Edging is a big part of it. Gooning is supposed to be like next level edging, where you'll jack off for hours, but they'll also like monitor each other's porn consumption and they'll jack off together. This feels tertiarily related to all of it.
It does. You know what? He wants to feel bonded to someone in his porn usage without admitting it, I think.
Yeah, they're J.O. brothers, him and his son.
You think they do it at the same time? And there's there's like 2
Saturday
alarms.
night. That's the night we both turn off the Covenant Eyes.
They have a night off.
Yeah, hey, we both get a hall pass once a week.
What a creepy name, Covenant Eyes. Like, Jesus is always watching you jerk off. Like, that's gross.
No, you and your son have entered a covenant, and these will serve as your eyes.
Things, but there's also, as Clint's pointed out aptly, some really dark things. So Covenant Eyes is the software that we've been using a long time in our household.
We've been using this for a long time.
I want to Google how long it's been out. I bet it's been 2 questions. I bet it's been out for 2 months. And number 2, I bet he has a financial stake in it.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Go check.
All right.
Except he says he has no money.
He said that?
No, he says he doesn't even have a checking account.
Oh, he doesn't have a bank account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's very convenient when you want to hide money, not to have a bank account.
Yeah.
When was Covenant? They're gonna put me on a list now. Eyes released.
You're gonna be on the Covenant Eyes.
Why is Covenant Eyes so expensive? It came out in March of 2000.
Okay, so it has been around for a while. Why is it's expensive?
The technical and logistical costs to maintain our service are very high. Our software requires highly proficient programmers.
Oh, I'm sure.
We have to charge you extra. We use programmers on our website.
We use really good. We have to use the good ones. We
Is
can't
Bar-
just get anybody to do this. We have to use like the guys.
Oh, can Covenant Eyes see YouTube? Add youtube.com as a blocked website to your list, and Covenant Eyes will block you. Oh, God.
It's just a fucking browser block system.
That's all it is. Yeah. But when you add the religion to it, you can sell it to so many more morons.
Yeah. And get that nice markup.
Oh, yeah.
I first learned about it at, I think, a Promise Keepers event in the early 2000s. I think it was developed in about the year 2000. But it's the largest accountability software that there is. And
Out of one,
Accountability software.
the largest.
It's out of all the accountability softwares that you've heard of, ones like Covenant Eyes
And
God's App.
Jesus Watches.
Yeah.
That one,
and
I've used that one.
Web Brothers. That one's more, I can't say it. It's a little more secular.
Pontius Peking.
Yeah, all your classics.
Yeah.
None of them can hold a candle
Herod hears.
to Covenant Eyes.
and there's some paperwork out there on the table that I think everybody may have picked up on the way in. If not, go get it.
I can give you a referral code and I'll get $5 off next month.
Yeah, really. How much more transparent can you be?
It's a subscription based. I mean, we don't make any money on this. I'm telling you, we use it. Okay.
We didn't ask.
I'm endorsing it because I'm a user. It's about $15 a month.
Wait, pause.
$15 a month.
I'm endorsing it because I'm a user.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true.
Yeah. He loves using Covenant Eyes so he can know when his son is jacking off to pornography.
That's true, but he also likes using people and religion to make money.
It's true.
So he is a user.
A month, something like that. And you get up to 10 devices. And what it is, it's accountability software. So men in a church, men's Bible study groups will do it. That's how it's presented at Promise Keepers.
Okay, so me and just a bunch of my bros are going to get together.
That's how you start.
Yeah. Just me and just all my best buds down from church to be like, hey, just let me know if you're jerking off.
Wait, should
I'll
we
let
try
you know
this?
when I'm jerking off.
Should we try Covenant Eyes?
I'm not giving these guys fucking $15, and I'm not telling you when I'm jacking off.
I would be so interested.
You would be texting me instantly. You're like, are you jacking off right now?
And I would be
Are you having a good
what?
time? What are you jacking off to? Don't think about me. That'll make it weird. There's no fucking way on earth I would ever do this with anybody.
Yeah, no, this is a horrible, like, whose business plan was this?
This
Like,
is fucking psychotic.
well, imagine like you're forming a company and you're pitching the idea and you're like, well, this is for dads and sons to jerk off together. That's the pitch.
Yeah, this is so that when one jerks off, it gives the permission to the other one to jerk off.
Yeah, I better hurry before he's finished.
Yeah, he won't be looking at the Covenant Eyes app because he's too busy jerking off. So that's when I sneak one in.
But they also mentioned, hey, when your kids become teenagers, especially if you have boys, dads, they're talking to the guys at this event, you might want to think about doing this with your sons. And so we've been doing that. And so what it does real simply is it has an algorithm and software. It's way above my head how it works, but
he's at an event called War on Technology.
And he's promoting technology.
Yeah, well, that's what he wanted to clarify. It's like, we're just talking about, we want to have a war on that black magic technology. We're going to use technology against technology.
I like that.
And use Covenant Eyes to block out the pornography, except for when I know that he's looking at it.
This is fighting fire with fire. I like this. You get it, Mike.
This is the type of leadership that the Republican Party needs.
He definitely jerks off with his hand, not like this, but like this.
promise keepers, but they also mention, hey, when your kids become teenagers, especially if you have boys, dads, they're talking to the guys at this event, you might want to think about doing this with your sons. And so we've been doing that. And so what it does real simply is it has an algorithm and software. It's way above my head how it works, but
Because you're
it
stupid.
scans, you obviously opt into it, but it scans all the activity on your phone or your devices, your laptop, tablet, what have you. We do all of it. And then it sends a report to your accountability partner. So
Okay, so it just routinely pulls up your web history. It says, "Hey, this one's for this is a porno one."
Yeah, and tells your dad.
Okay, so it doesn't send him like an alert.
Yeah, no, it does.
No, I think it sends a report at the end of the day.
Oh, so he can't. Oh, okay. So he can't like bust into the room and be like, put it
No.
down.
No, it's not. It doesn't have that kind of urgency, but it does have like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to talk to Dad at 8 o'clock once he gets that alert that the report's ready.
Once he's done whacking off.
Once he's seen that I've jacked off, he's gonna be so mad at me.
My dad, the religious theocrat speaker of the house, is going to chat to me about my jerking off. Like that's. I feel I got to see his kid. I don't want to look them up on this because God forbid we show their faces. But I mean, like, I feel terrible for them.
It's just imagine coming into your dad's study, and he's behind his oak desk with his big chair with a fire in the fireplace. Well, son, do you want to talk about it or should I?
I guess you.
Well, I guess you know what I'm going to say.
I have an
Seems like
idea.
you spent a little time today over on xhamster.com.
I'm sorry, Dad.
Well, it's not. I'm just disappointed.
I broke our covenant, Dad. Can you imagine your father looking at you going, I want to make a covenant with you? If my dad did that, I would think
No.
that he had a stroke.
No, that's a sign that you need to get him some permanent live-in help.
Yeah, absolutely. That's when you stop taking care of him, when he asks that.
Yeah.
my accountability partner right now is Jack, my son, right? And so he's 17. So he and I get a report of all the things that are on our phones or all of our devices once a week. If anything objectionable.
Okay, just once a week.
That's interesting. I would have thought he'd be more into when his son was jerking off.
No, he just wanted to know that his son did jerk off at some point this week.
Okay, he just wanted to be apprised of the situation. It's not like an emergency app. I got you.
Now, frankly, at some point, I would worry if my son never jacked off.
That's the other side of it.
Like, sooner or later, he'd be like, listen, Jack, maybe you need to jack off. All right, buddy? You need to jack because, first of all, everybody could tell.
Why? Because I've turned a milky white color in my eyes.
Because you look like a goddamn psycho.
So do you, Dad.
You're about to snap at any. Well, yeah. What I'm saying is we need to turn off Covenant eyes, Jack.
But you need
this is a bad idea.
You need the 2% commission you make.
No, I need to jack off without thinking, oh, my son is going to find out on Thursday that I jacked off.
Like, there should be no overlap between masturbate. Like, even when I remember in high school, I found a condom in my dad's stuff and it grossed me out. Like, it really made me upset. I was like, that's really, like, he should hide them. Like, I was mad at him.
Yeah.
And this dude is like knee deep in jerking off with his 17-year-old, who's not even an adult. Like, what are you interested in his jerking off habits for?
Yeah. It's a dang shame.
But he's a great speaker, so
he's a fabulous speaker, and it seems like he's really going to bring this country together.
Comes up, your accountability partner gets an immediate notice. I'm proud to tell you, my son he's got a clean slate.
Wait, you get immediate.
You get what do you get immediately?
To it, but it scans all the activity on your phone or your devices, your laptop, tablet, what have you. We do all of it. And then it sends a report to your accountability partner. So my accountability partner right now is Jack, my son, right? And so he's 17. So he and I get a report of all the things that are on our phones or all of our devices once a week. If anything objectionable comes up, your accountability partner gets an immediate notice. I'm proud to tell you my son is got
Okay,
a
so
complaint, all
no,
right?
it will
But
immediately
we get
text you if your son is
Here's
jacking
one
off.
thing you need to
We were wrong. This is an emergency app. This is built so he can run upstairs and stop it from happening.
Hang on, let me close this out.
Yeah, why don't we take a little edit break?
All right, so yeah, this guy likes to jack off with his son.
Yeah, no big deal.
Is the vibe that I'm getting. Now that was just the first part of that video. You said there was more.
Yes, there's a little bit more to take a peek at. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I hope you are.
It's been pretty fascinating.
Good.
To hear him talk about this bizarre perversion.
He's so open about it. He does not think it's perverse. He's so unperverse and so religious that it doesn't even cross his mind that what he's doing could be insanely wrong. So entitled to rightness.
All right. So I'm going to start this next segment. Oh, wait, hang on. Am I looking at the wrong thing? Okay, so does the first video...
The first video has two different clips.
All right, it's 6:14 and 7:26. To 7:26. All right. Because this one looks like it has the host of the other video already talking on it.
Oh, then why don't we just go to the...
All right, let's play.
Oh, maybe it's just a second.
Wired
Oh, no.
last year because they did a whole article about the ungodly surveillance of anti-porn.
This isn't the clip.
And the thing worth mentioning in this article, it's really...
We could just skip to the last one. We've covered it.
Okay. Okay. This looks crazy.
Want me to do a quick intro?
Let me just I'll just pull it up on the screen and you can do that.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah, whenever you're ready. What the fuck is this? Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Is that an ad?
No, this is the video.
Oh no. Oh god. Okay.
Did you not watch this at all?
No, I watched like I this one I just like scanned through. Are we still on an edit break or are we recording?
I started it by accident.
Oh no, no,
whenever you want to do your intro,
okay, ready?
we'll kick it off. Yeah.
So Shibs, we've met now Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
Our speaker, not just the speaker, our speaker.
Yep.
And we've learned about Covenant Eyes, but I thought who better to learn about Covenant Eyes from than Covenant Eyes themselves. So if you can cue it up, let's learn a little more.
Every superhero has strengths and weaknesses.
Scorchman.
Strength, fire. Weakness, fire extinguishers.
Catman.
Strength, always lands on his feet. Weakness, laser pointers.
Hamsterman.
Strength, he's in a giant...
What is happening?
They're making these. This is comedy. This is Covenant Eyes commercial, and they're starting off with a comedy bit about superheroes, odd superheroes. It's very funny. You don't get it.
I get it. I'm excited to see how it ties into the jack off app Covenant Eyes.
I hope it doesn't.
You're hoping that I've just pulled up the wrong video?
No, I just hope it starts off with this and then starts talking about Covenant Eyes.
Well, I guess let's find out.
Yeah.
And hamster ball. Weakness, he's in a giant hamster ball. And there's me.
Colossal Man.
Superpower, strength. My weakness, porn.
They tied it in. Look at that.
Wow. Yep.
This guy jacks off all the. Look at this guy's fucking face.
Oh my God, he's thinking about it right now.
Yeah, look at that. He's so excited to be done with this. That's why he's
Wait
going to
to
run through
get
this.
off this commercial set. What a weird job. Man, getting this call from your agent.
I got a shoot for you. It's called Covenant Eyes. Don't ask any questions.
Listen, it's a $3,000 for 2 days. You're doing this. You're doing this.
I'm Colossal
Bet you
Man.
didn't
My
see that one
weakness
coming.
is porn.
Never does.
This is my buddy Jeff.
Yeah, but you can call me Wingman.
Oh.
I mean, I can't fly. I'm just super supportive. So just call me Jeff.
Pause.
Just Jeff.
I'm sorry, and I mean this with well, not with respect and not kindness either. I don't know what I mean it with, but people on the right have a problem producing comedy and art. I think
That's fair. I think that's fair.
I mean, it's just so evident because I can't tell what's a joke and what's not unless it just seems like, oh, superheroes, like that's not reality, so that must be a joke. Like that's how I put it together.
Yeah. I mean, having the cat man, his weakness is a laser pointer. That's a joke. Certainly, that's technically a joke.
Is it? All right.
That's technically a joke.
And there was
But
another
this guy's
man.
weakness being porn, that's serious.
That is serious. Now we've entered the serious stage of the Covenant Eyes commercial.
Which is why he's got his best friend Jeff, his wingman, there to help him through this horrible addiction to pornography.
Look, some people feel like porn doesn't negatively affect them, but if you're like me and you've struggled to get away from it, here's how I did it.
My dog has a problem with porn. Hendrix, chill out, dude. Hendrix, are you serious? Oh my God, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come here. You got to calm down. We're talking about Covenant Eyes. Yeah. You won't be careful. I'll get you Covenant Eyes. Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Just call me Jeff.
Just Jeff.
Look, some people feel like porn doesn't negatively affect them, but if you're like me and you've struggled to get away from it, here's how I did it. All right.
He's married.
Yeah. Here's the story. He was 12 years old the first time he saw porn. And he's struggled ever since. It was really good pornography.
I wonder what he saw that just captured his imagination.
Hopefully he'll get really specific.
Oh, that'd be great. Is Taylor Rain in an anal scene?
So my story, I was 12 years old the first time I saw porn night.
Oh, God. Yeah, that was, I mean, that hurts. I mean, that's hard to watch.
This is brutal, man. All right.
You see, he said porn, but there was a child, and he doesn't
didn't
want to
wanna-
groom him. He doesn't
he
want to
doesn't
groom
wanna-
him, so he says porn a night, which
You
is
can't say porn in front of babies. That's how you make sure everybody turns out normal.
right. Of course. I mean, most people who are not good people, people said porn in front of them when they were babies. We all know that.
Yeah, that's the first step of a 1,000-mile journey that leads to voting Democrat.
I think he should get his son Covenant Eyes now.
Yeah, best to get it soon. This should be his new normal.
Is he gone? Yeah, think of porn night like an alluring purple rock. Why, this stuff was so intoxicating. I found myself looking at it more and more. I hated the way it made me feel.
No, you didn't.
No, I mean, that's because you need to chill out.
Or you need to masturbate while you watch it.
No, I mean, like, if you have, like, complicated feelings about masturbation, that's just an internal thing that you need to work through. There's nothing bad about jacking off.
Right.
You know, like if you're feeling guilty about jerking off, just stop feeling guilty.
Yeah, that's a you thing. That's not an all of us thing.
No, that's not a porn thing.
No.
I felt hopeless. For years, no matter what I did, couldn't get away from it. Finally, I realized, even though I'm the strongest man in the world, I wasn't.
Oh, he really is also Colossal Man.
Oh, he's maintaining the character arc. Great.
That's not a metaphor. This is literally the strongest man in the world is addicted to jacking it to porno.
I like that. I like this setup here.
Strong enough to quit porn alone.
This is like a David Fincher movie.
It's less disturbing.
I needed someone to help me. I needed an ally. And that's when I found Covenant Eyes. Covenant Eyes is software for all your devices that
We're in his secret cave. Did you see that?
No,
In his
rewinded.
lair.
The dog was barking.
We're in his colossal lair.
I needed someone to help me. I needed an ally. And that's when I found Covenant Eyes. Covenant Eyes is...
See?
Oh my God, that's Colossal Man's Batcave.
From there, we can determine his true identity. Well, I guess we've already seen him with his face out.
Yeah, we don't even.
I don't know if he has a secret identity. It's very brave of Colossal Man to come out and talk about his pornography addiction this way.
software for all your devices that actually helps you quit porn. The difference is having an ally to help you in the fight. Why is porn so difficult to fight alone?
Because it's something that you normally do in secret. It doesn't take very long, and it feels great.
Well put.
Then it's hard to quit doing jacking off to porn because there's no downside.
There is now.
Yeah, don't worry. We found a way to make jacking off to porn bad.
Yeah, they did. They found a way to make it stressful, and like the kid's probably up there, Mike Johnson's kid's whacking it, and he's just like, "Oh God, he's gonna find out. We're gonna have to talk about it." Like they ruined porn for that kid.
Yeah, and now he's gonna have to find like weird things to jack off to, and it's he's gonna be jacking off to
Catalogs.
Yeah, Victoria's Secret catalogs, and then he's gonna have a
National Geographic
negligee thing that's gonna follow him around for the rest of his life.
Right, like a book about giving birth that has vagina graphics in it, and maybe.
Yeah. Just a book of rude limericks.
I got an alert on Covenant Eyes. Have you been jacking off to rude limericks?
Did you go to rudelimericks.net?
Do you think? Oh, Mike Johnson would not allow that. You know he wouldn't.
No, he'd be very upset.
What do they mean? There once was a man from Nantucket, son.
I jacked off to that limerick, Dad. I fell off the wagon when I saw that rude limerick.
So did I, son. It's all right.
It's so difficult to fight alone.
We'll have to
Thank God we have each other.
Yeah. We are partners in this fight against
quit
jacking
porn.
off.
The
Dad.
difference is having an ally to help you in the fight. Why is
That's
porn
what I
so
mean.
difficult to fight alone? The shame cycle. When we
What you can do about that shame cycle is just stop being ashamed of jacking off.
Yeah. Well, by this time in his life, he needs a therapist for that.
Yeah.
look at porn, we feel shame, which leads to isolation.
Don't
when
say
something
we.
triggers us, we go back to the porn and
When something triggers us, you mean when something makes us horny?
Yeah, that hit. You've been triggered. Chibble, have you been triggered?
Trigger warning, it's a hot babe.
I feel so triggered by getting to third.
all starts over again. The best way to break this cycle is to remove the shame and isolation by opening up to a friend, which is exactly what Covenant Eyes helps us do. Here's how it works. Covenant
How about
Eyes can
just
detect
removing the shame and isolation?
Yeah, how about if you're just not ashamed of jacking off, and then when you're done jacking off, you go hang out with your friends?
Yeah, like involve your friends, but afterward, I think it's better.
I mean, just because that you do something in private doesn't mean it's something you have to be ashamed of.
Right.
I take a leak in the private. I'm not ashamed that I have to urinate.
You urinate? I know. I'm aware. You urinate.
No, I try to urinate several times a day.
You know how I know? Urine eyes. I've been tracking.
It's true. Thank God we signed it. It's only $15 a month, and
And we don't make any money from it.
Stop being ashamed of urinating.
porn is viewed. After you've struggled, Covenant Eyes creates a report of your activity. Then it sends that report to an ally of your choosing. Someone who
Oh, looks like Chris, aka Gigantic Man, jacked off last night. He was in that hotel, and there was nothing to do, and he had his laptop there.
He rescued someone from the train tracks, and then watched SpectraVision.
who supports you, but not porn, like a good friend or a sibling. For me, it was Jeff. This Covenant Eyes report lets your ally know that you need their help. And this connection to a friend takes you out of...
Hey, buddy. Oh, man, I see you jacked off last night, brother. I'm sorry to hear that.
He needs help. Look at him. Look at him. He's so happy to see Jeff.
Thank God you're here, Jeff. I did jack off.
I was going to do it again.
I was triggered by an advertisement for Legs Eggs. They were showing Lair of the White Worm on USA Up All Night.
That is hot.
Isolation and gives
That
you
is a very hot movie.
the hope and encouragement you need to win the next battle. And after a while,
Don't worry, brother. Next time you get horny, I'm sure you won't jack off.
You know what's interesting is that for the money they put into this, I mean, this isn't cheap, right?
No, this cost a couple grand for sure.
So why not actually get Tim Meadows?
Yeah, well, Tim Meadows, maybe he refused.
Oh, that's true. I didn't.
So they had to put down a Tim Meadows type.
Yeah.
just knowing that Jeff would see my report gave me the strength to resist.
Goddamn, I don't want to have another one of those talks.
Yeah. I'm shaming myself so much that I've stopped masturbating because I'm flagellating myself emotionally and spiritually.
I can't imagine what this would do to you.
We should try it for a month.
No. No, we should not.
I'll try it with someone.
Have a good time. Yeah.
Not my kid, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, well, you and Layla sign
Oh
up.
God! Oh no! Edit her name out of this. I don't want her name in this.
No problem.
Thank you.
Chris asked me to be his ally to help him with this porn thing. I was like, dude, I'm messing with you, man.
What
I
was he like?
Of course, man.
Of course, I'll be your covenant eyes.
I think that's a more frightening reaction than the first one.
Yeah. I mean, that would be the tough part of broaching this subject with someone. To be like, hey, would you want to be my? Have you heard of Covenant Eyes?
Yeah. That's how you have to start. Like, do you know what an accountability partner is?
Do you know? Man, I just feel like these apps on my phone, they're always making me jack off. You know what I mean?
Other than my Bible apps.
Sometimes I feel like I'm just jacking it way too often. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jeff? Jeff, you know what I mean when I talk about like you're just jacking it so much that it's destroying your love of God.
Is that their fear? Oh no, it leads you to Satan, not that it. Oh yeah, and also I guess destroys your love for God. How does it destroy your love for God?
Because you love jacking it more than you love God. Next thing you know, you're skipping church,
worshiping a false idol.
Yeah,
your own penis. I see.
Yeah, your dick and ball sack.
Yes, that's the golden calf.
Yeah, that's what I call it.
Asking Jeff to be my ally took me out of the shame cycle, and I finally felt like I could win this fight.
Like, boom! I just destroyed you, shame cycle, like I destroyed Chris's bathroom.
What?
Because he made a number 2?
That man, just when you thought being in this advertisement couldn't be any more embarrassing, did you really? Oh, he was just messing with him. I can tell from the captions.
Yeah, but even to make that joke, why?
Yeah, this is already so degrading.
Yeah, those guys, I mean, like, I guess actors need work. I don't know.
And they could obviously not just be actors, but also proud clients of Covenant Eyes. They could be playing themselves.
That's true.
That's why
they're
there's
actually
such a truth
superheroes.
in their relationship.
This is like a documentary.
Seriously, don't go in there.
After using Covenant Eyes, nearly 80% of users reported feeling hopeful and motivated that they can quit porn. Covenant Eyes.
How soon after starting did they report that?
And also, by statistics, do you mean that you have no data whatsoever? Because that's what I'm leaning toward.
Or is this just self-reported from users?
It's self-reported from this guy, from Colossal Man.
Well, you can't ask for much better source than that.
That's true.
Eyes works.
Yeah, it's like a flare gun.
Wait, what?
It automatically goes off, signaling that you need their help.
What is this? A slapstick porn? Like, I don't know. What? This is crazy.
That was funny. I'll give him that one.
I think it would have been funnier if he had lit his friend on fire and he was just running around the room screaming and he was burning.
Yeah, that'd be good. But I could see not being able to afford that level of stunt work. You know, having someone actually
light the fucking guy on fire. He doesn't. Come on.
I mean, hey, we're trying to run a nice, clean shop here.
It's true.
But unlike a flare gun, Covenant Eyes notifications are discreet and private and don't burn a hole in your ceiling.
Does this guy have a family?
No, no. Neither of them have families.
Lives in this house alone and asks his buddy Jeff to catch him jerking off.
They both live in huge homes with no one else. I can
Wow.
tell.
Yeah, that one's on me.
So if you look at porn and you want to not look at porn,
Can you imagine someone discussing this while they were holding you captive to be arrested by the police?
We're sorry, Colossal Man. We're sorry.
Listen, guys, have you struggled with pornography addiction?
Of course.
Well, then I've got a great way for you to break free of that bad habit. It's called Covenant Eyes.
Oh, my partner can become my accountability partner.
Yes, you're no longer partners in crime. You'll be partners in not pornography. What a freak.
He is a fucking
go to
freak.
covenanteyes.com and download the app today. That's all you have to do. I'm holding a car here.
How did Covenant Eyes affect Chris? More like, how did it affect us? We
Okay, so he does have a marriage.
Oh, his name is Chris? I thought this was a separate, like,
No, the character's name was Chris.
oh, I thought this was a testimonial, like a real testimonial, but
No, this is an actress. There is
Oh,
no way this lady is involved with anyone that uses Covenant Eyes.
you're could you imagine you're on a date with this girl and you're like, oh, by the way, my son and I check when each other jerks off. Like, how
Anytime my son jacks off, I get an email.
I want to see.
I have them printed up at home. I don't like to read the screens. It's bad for my eyes.
he started to rebuild the trust in our relationship. He stopped hating himself. He became more confident, and our relationship felt more honest and connected. Overall, it made a huge difference in our marriage.
He stopped hating himself.
Yeah. Can you imagine hating yourself for jacking off to porno, being a grown adult?
I can't imagine hating myself. Like, you would have to do something really bad to hate yourself. And like, they're putting that in the category with like, you might have raped. Oh, edit that out. They're putting that in the category with you might have murdered someone, like with your car, and like not gone back and checked. But it's not the same thing, I don't think.
No, I can't imagine caring as much as this woman does about my partner jacking off to porno.
Well, it was really affecting his life, and she's just happy he's been rescued by Jeff and Covenant.
But I think she views it as a type of infidelity, I think.
No, she does. She does. He's been cheating on her constantly with
the porno
ex-hamster.
gals.
Yeah, with the porno gals.
Yeah, why don't you go to one of your porno whores? Wow. Psychotic.
You know, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You were about to say?
I had a girlfriend once who found out that I really liked. There was one porn star I really admired her work. Like, I thought she was like a Beethoven of, like, I don't know, penis. She was incredible. Taylor Rain.
Mhm.
And I told my girlfriend, and she got so angry. She was like, "What? Why don't you date her?" I was like,
I'm
"I
pretty sure
would."
she's not available.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I don't think she's interested in me. And I don't know how much we'd genuinely have in common. You know, I haven't seen many of her interviews. I'm sure she's fine.
She blows coke up her ass. I remember that. She told a story about that. Taylor
Okay,
Rain.
that seems like that's not my speed.
Yeah, no, it might not work for us.
Yeah, no. That's not what pornography is.
Do you think that it comes up on your dad's Covenant Eyes if you're with Taylor Rain and she blows coke up her ass?
Like, do you think it just has a proximity meter for like assorted pornographers?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, it's come on in, Jack. Can't help but notice on Tuesday night you were within 10 feet of someone named Long Dong Silver for approximately 14 minutes.
I love Covenant.
She never
Eyes.
gets annoyed with me anymore. Right there.
She never gets annoyed with me anymore.
The only thing he did that annoyed her was cheating on her with the porno gals.
She's basically got him in a chastity cage. This is fetish shit right now. But you can't come until I say so.
Oh, it's femdom cuck stuff, huh?
Oh, now that they've thrown her in the mix.
Oh yeah, she runs things in that house. She's like, you will not jerk off. And he's like, and I will get a computer program to make sure I don't.
And I want to see those reports too, but you can't see my reports.
Oh, you know she does that. And her reports are so terrible.
Oh yeah.
Yep, perfect.
All right.
Oh, because he's strong.
I
Colossal,
think
man.
he meant annoyed less.
After just a few weeks, it was crazy how much less power porn had over me and how much more confidence I had.
Good for you, Colossal Man.
Look at these shots they spend so much money on.
Trip. Yeah?
It's very impressive.
Yeah? Without porn in my life, I became a better version of myself. Over 1 million people have used Covenant Eyes to defeat porn. So
That's
why
not
not
true.
you?
They've defeated porn.
There's no million. First of all, there's no million people who have even heard of Covenant Eyes. Second of
Yeah,
all, no one has ever defeated. Porn is like age. It is undefeated.
I am going to say in the 23 years since Covenant Eyes has been released, I would not be surprised if they had accumulated maybe not 1 million simultaneous users, but I bet they've gotten 1 million users.
Yeah, but how many successful, like where they don't watch porn anymore? None.
Yeah, I'm going to say porn is very much a Pandora's box. It's really hard to get that genie back in the bottle, especially since it's so pervasive and free. Like, there's literally no reason not to watch pornography.
It's like if cigarettes were healthy and they gave them out like just they would just be like, here, take
Yeah,
a
if
pack.
you could just download a cigarette out of your phone.
Yeah, and it wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah, and it felt great, and it was just something that you could do for yourself. Just 5 minutes, start your day off.
And it literally cleared your head and maybe helped you emotionally.
Yeah, and it helped you like not get out of balance hormonally, and has innumerable emotional and physical benefits.
They've said,
and if you feel good because you get to come at the end.
You forgot to add why it's good to do masturbation.
And also because of the coming, which is nice, and I like it.
Really, that's the only reason I do it. I don't know what else you're taking from it, but that's my favorite part.
after a 10-year addiction, I've been porn-free for more than 3 years now. Not only does it help me keep my eyes and my mind clean, but it has helped my marriage grow stronger. This app has been a game changer.
Hey, maybe I should try this.
Shut the fuck up, Jerry. What a surreal situation to be in as a criminal.
You know what? The thing is, I think they spent a lot of money on the shots, like with him holding the, and they keep cutting back to the ones they like the most and just adding more dialogue.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's
a
good
strategy.
It's great.
I get it.
Seriously.
The guy's making a lot of sense. He's really speaking to me.
Getting away from porn improved every aspect of my marriage. Like every aspect, if you know what I mean.
He's talking about doing the nasty.
Oh, is that he goes, if you know what I mean, and I was sitting there going, I don't.
He's talking about getting freaky with his missus.
That lady would never have sex with someone who uses covenant eyes.
I know what you mean.
I see, she agrees.
Porn isn't easy to talk about. I get it. And anyone can struggle with it, even a superhero. So that's why I wanted to share my story. And now with Covenant Eyes, I'm winning the fight against porn every day. Look.
He's Charlie Sheen.
I mean,
so much winning.
I'm not going to say that there aren't people out there who struggle with pornography. I feel like there's got to be tools for people for whom this is a genuine issue.
Like a therapist.
Yeah, but this just seems like a weird solution that's being applied to where it's not a problem.
But yeah, I was about to say, he's not claiming that he had some terrible problem with porn. He just, the act of looking at it was cheating on his wife, was evil, was against the covenant. I mean, this is just regular porn use, not to any extreme. Like, they have a problem with any porn use.
Like, there is such a thing as problematic porn usage, but they're just considering all porn usage problematic.
Right. Because of the shame cycle.
Yeah, because of the shame and the isolation, and then you see something that makes you horny and you go jack off.
Go to covenanteyes.com today and sign up with their 30-day money-back guarantee. Then ask one of your friends to become your ally. I know.
I would probably do that before I signed up.
Yeah. Well, you're going to waste $30 and then ask all your friends. They're going to be like, fuck you. No.
Well, you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So
that's why.
Yeah. Because so many people are like, there's no way on earth I want to know when you jack off.
Yeah, because
You jack off so much that it's a problem for your life and you want me to know when it's happening?
That's the weird part. And you want me to know.
Yeah, it's not my fucking business. No, I'm not going to let you be my ally.
No, that's a scary thing to do, but trust me, being free of porn is worth it. You're not alone in this fight, so stop trying to fight it alone.
Chris, I know I helped you quit porn, but that's a lot of plates. I mean, if you drop this, you're a dead man.
'Cause he's a
I'm
superhero.
useless.
Yeah.
I can call 911.
Every superhero.
The
Oh.
end.
Well, that was something.
That was something. Boy, those certainly were some freakish people.
I thought they were completely normal and they were just trying to help us. But I mean, if you want to
Okay,
take
so you
the
would
negative-
not call them chuds, grifters, or freaks.
Oh, I take it back. They're freaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna say these are freaks, and I won't even call Covenant Eyes a grift. I feel like it is genuinely delivering this service. Just the
It's still a
service that
grift
it's
because
delivering is bizarre.
they're solving a problem that isn't a problem. They're solving a problem that doesn't exist. So it's a grift to me.
Well, that's fair. Listeners, will leave that one up to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Don't forget to ring that bell. And don't forget to check out our podcast, Uncle Monster Spooky Time Fright Hour, available on all your preferred podcast platforms. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.